is this music so loud? Thank you. All right. Let's see. 1, 2. 2 winter storm warnings, blizzard warning. And it's just not showing up correctly. We'll go over all the snow totals and everything in a second, guys. Just trying to fix some stuff here. This needs to be up. There we go. No, it's going to have heck this too. Yeah, guys, we're going to go over everything. Just give me 1 second. I had all sorts of issues getting on stream this morning. NWS bot is down. Technical issues. Oh, Lord. Water down 40 inches, huh? But yeah, we'll get started in just a second. I actually want to switch to a local radar here, see what's going on. What are our temperatures here? Let's take a look. See, right around that freezing line. I'm interested to see what happens up here in Charlotte. They're getting down into the high 30s. See if they get some transition into snow there. Boston could end up with a good amount of snow too. We're getting a surprise amount here. Minneapolis. All right, we're going to get started. We'll give me 1 more second, guys, and we'll get started. I'll answer all your questions. Pretty exciting pattern ahead, too, with more chances for snow in the south. So we're going to talk about it. Oh, give me 1 second, guys. All right. I know it says 0 winter storm warnings and 0 blizzard warnings. That's wrong. Not sure why it's showing incorrectly, but whatever. We'll get started here. Let me pull up. I've just been having so many technical issues this morning. I'm just like giving up. Some days you wake up and everything works, and some days you wake up and nothing works. Wow, that was loud. Hey, Emmanuel, member 2 months. Was that loud? Or am I crazy? Oh, my stomach's rumbling. Well, I'm going to answer all your guys' questions. Just give me 1 second. Was that loud, guys? It was, right? That was really loud.
Warning, a new special marine warning has been issued.
Okay, that's working. Let's see. Active alerts. Yeah, okay, okay, the problem is Atmospheric X only has the special marine warnings active. So I guess this is an issue on their end. So whatever. We'll just deal with it and get started here. And why is my phone blowing up? Oh. Yeah, that's weird, Brittany. I don't know why it's only showing you 2 rolls. Yeah, because I had to change like 10 people over this morning in the Discord to climb a crew. Oh, yeah, we got some, a little bit of snow falling down here in the south. Now, the temperatures in this area are like 31 to 34 degrees. So if you do get snow, it's probably going to stay as snow on the ground for a while because you do have much colder air driving in behind this. This is our trough, our front. This is freezing air behind this. We got a little bit of snow up here, I know, throughout this morning. Anyone up here? Philadelphia? New York City? How much snow has fallen for you guys today? Could get a little bit more as this system rides up the coast. We'll go over that in just a second. These winter storm warnings and blizzard warnings, winter storm warning, mesoscale discussion, heavy snow, these are going to expire shortly. We do have a blizzard mesoscale discussion up here through portions of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota. And then we also have a blizzard warning up here. So, I mean, obviously not a ton of heavy snow, but strong winds, very strong winds up here. Let's see. It's actually not windy where I am in Minneapolis right now. Let's see. Let's take a look at the winds real quickly up here. Oh, yeah, look at this. And this is headed right down. It's a possibility we even get blizzard warnings stretched down into southern and southeastern, including Minneapolis, Minnesota, later today as these winds kind of make their way off into the south and east. All right, and then real quickly, before I get to questions, let's just go back here. Let's just do this just like this. All right. So the latest from the Euro. Here, we'll take a look at the latest GFS, actually. We'll go to the 12Z is loading. Yeah, this is believable. 144 hours out. Our polar jet wants to continue to stay collapsed down here. So another shot, and I know this is kind of a disappointing snowstorm right now because we could have had a little bit more snow in the southeast. This is another possibility, though. We're going to have another couple shots here before the end of January for more southern snow, and I've been talking about that. But yeah, I could see this happening. And this is what I thought. Actually, I talked about this the last time I live streamed, 2 days ago? That this was the shot because people kept asking about Dallas, 24th. Right here, 23rd, 24th, 25th. If Dallas is going to get snow, this is going to be an opportunity here. Maybe into Atlanta, maybe Charlotte, another opportunity. This could be a little bit farther to the north. I've always thought the GFS was doing this a little bit more correct than the Euro, having the jet a little bit farther to the south. The Euro corrected itself and sees a version of this as well, really quickly going over to the 00Z. You can see how far south that collapses as well. Although the Euro really brings that 540 line pretty far south as we get past the 24th. Not a ton of snow showing up for the south, but when you have below freezing temperatures for that long, you're going to have some opportunities for some snow shots down here. All right, let me go back to the GFS real quick. 12Z. Let me look at the 06Z. I need to get some updates here. Trying to put another snowstorm, maybe a big snowstorm into the mid-Atlantic next weekend, Midwest, and then up there through New England. Just consistent cold air. Consistent cold air. Let's take a look at the latest outlook here from the Climate Prediction Center. All right. There you go. This is our 6 to 10 day outlook. Pretty cold up here. 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. 8 to 14 days. So 6 to 10 day, 8 to 14, 3 to 4 weeks, month. And this is why, even though we had a pretty warm start to January for the East, this is why it's expected to be, as an average, probably cooler than average month. Just like December was for the East. The West is just having a bad winter. I don't know what to say. I do not know what to say about the West, guys. More heat. More heat. All right, what's going on, guys? Who has some questions? Is North Carolina going to have snow later? North Carolina will. It just depends where you are. It just depends where you are. Precipitation type. I know you're seeing no snow down here. It is snowing. In some of these areas, it is snowing. In some of this green, your temperatures are below freezing. All layers of the atmosphere. So, let me see. Let me go into radar and let's take a look at this. Some of this is going to be snow. You can see in here. Snow, yeah. You could be snowing in Augusta very shortly if it's not already. Let's pull up these temperatures again real quickly. About 35 in Augusta. You want that to drop a little bit. The temperatures are dropping. You can see in Atlanta, we're already freezing. Down here, 32 to 34. Oof. We need these temperatures to drop a little bit more, but you can see where the cold air is coming. You can see the freezing line is right out here. It's kind of like that. So this cold air is moving in. If we can get the moisture, if we can get a little bit more pull off the Atlantic here, and we can get some of that moisture to stick around, and we can get this low to deepen, we could get a surprise snow for someone. Speaking of that, high-end snow totals for today. High-end snow totals. Charlotte, if you get lucky, maybe 1.5 inches. Raleigh, Durham, Research Triangle, maybe 4 inches if you get lucky there. Boston, 8 to 10 inches if you get some good snow banding. New York City, maybe another 6 inches if you get some good snow banding. Philadelphia, maybe another 3.5 if you get some good snow banding, and then 1 to 4 across. Central to southern New Jersey, about 5 in northern New Jersey. That's the high end. Here's the expected amounts right now. So, again, if these temperatures don't switch over quick enough for us in North Carolina, you could really end up with nothing. We need these temperatures to switch over. We need to get below freezing here. Obviously, still could be a pretty good day, even on the low end or expected amount in New York City, 3 to 4 inches, 3 to 5 inches. Boston still 4 to 6 inches. Expect it. You guys can see the darker blues here, closer to 4 to 5 inches. Lighter blues are 1 to 3, and then the yellows do get into 6 inches plus. Coastal Maine should do pretty good. Buffalo expected to get a good amount of snow, and that's just the expected. The high end could be pretty crazy for some of these areas. Watertown up to 40 inches on the high end. Western Michigan, not bad. Not much of a difference between the expected and high end amounts. And then up here, you can see portions of Wisconsin, Minnesota. Really just expect it. Say 1 to 4 inches for most people up there. Expect it. A little bit of snow for Denver. Not much, but a little bit. It's snowing at a pretty good clip here. Richmond, Virginia. Yeah, expect it. I wonder actually if I can pull up Richmond just like this. God, my stomach is growling. I'm so hungry, but I wanted to get on a live stream. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Richmond expected a dusting. If you get lucky on the high end, how much snow could you guys see there? It's possible to see 2 or 3 if you get lucky with some snow banding, and with your temperatures are going to need to be a little bit 1 to 2 degrees lower than forecasted, which is possible. It's always possible. Knoxville, Tennessee, not expected to see anything, but again, we were just talking about this. Mid Jersey, expect a couple inches. If you get lucky, you could end up getting like 5 inches. Fade. I think you should only expect 1 to 2 though. Does South Carolina have better chances next weekend, do you think? Yeah, I mean, I like this setup next weekend. Let's go to the latest 12Z here. By the way, what's going on, everyone? Appreciate you being in here. I wasn't feeling great yesterday. I'm not feeling great today either, but just wanted to get back on. I will be posting a video later this afternoon or evening. one of my full videos talking about everything, breaking everything down. B, what's going on? Michelle, what's going on? Appreciate you guys. Appreciate the mods being in here. Yeah, I think this is an honest opportunity right here for snow. We're only talking about 140 hours out, so just on the outside of that, a good forecasting range, and so we'll watch this. Could definitely be something. I do buy that cold air getting that far south, so. National blended models here. Let's see. So this is what, with all our models averaged out, where the national blend sees snow over the next 260 hours. A little bit of confidence in here. Not too bad through here. Obviously, this is occurring right now. Let's go to their MBM version 5. What's the Canadian doing? I haven't looked at the Canadian in a little bit. Let's take a look. Trying to put more shots out towards the mid-Atlantic there. Keeping the 540 line collapsed. Man, this is good. This is good for southern opportunities. I just hope we can get enough moisture to keep this freezing line that far south. Yo, Gage, what's going on? GFS was wrong this time. I expected snow in Birmingham. Well, the GFS saw it's the southeast has been seeing snow today, so the GFS saw that way before the Euro. So I don't think you can say the GFS was wrong. Models are always going to be wrong on how much precipitation they think could fall locally 5 days out, 4 or 5, 6 days out. It's just seeing the pattern that's impressive. So, I mean, the Euro saw nothing. The Euro saw none of this when the GFS began seeing it. So, what ended up happening is it ended up being a mix of the Euro and GFS, which is what I said happens all the time. Because the Euro really wanted nothing. I mean, we've gotten some snow down here today, and we're going to get more up here through Carolina and Virginia. So it's hard to say. Again, I wouldn't say the Euro or the GFS was right. It's kind of a combination of the two, because originally the Euro ran the storm offshore and put zero, nothing, not even a dusting down anywhere here in the southeast. New run looks insane for Georgia. Could be. Are we going to look into how long the cold will last? Yeah, I mean, the rest of January's, the east, anywhere out east is running below average, except for probably maybe portions of Florida, very far southern Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana. It's snowing at my house in Georgia. Nice, nice. Do you think we can get a big blizzard? For New York City is going to continue to see more snow. New York City is still running above their average right now. You guys have more snow moving in today. There's going to be more snow potentially moving up the coast later on. Let's take a look at the... if it wasn't wrong, but it fumbled the amplitude exactly. Exactly. We just didn't get the tilt quick enough, but it did see snow through portions of Florida, Georgia. And we got snow falling. Accumulations are tough to tell that far out. All right, let's look at the HRRR real quick. Let's go to the 12Z. Let's see. See, this could end up being good snow later. For Jersey, for coastal mid-Atlantic and coastal New England, let's take a look at what the HRRR is feeling here. All right, let's go regions, northeast. Maybe another 2 to 3 for New York City. Trying to put 3 to 5 up there in Boston. Maybe another 1.5 inches for Philly. That's what the HRRR is thinking. Let's take a look at the NAM 3K. Somewhat similar. Not giving as much snow to Boston. And then, interesting, the Rufus is being pretty aggressive. I saw snow at Miramar Beach. Came down hard for 15 minutes. That's pretty cool. Can we please check out the snowfall departures from average? Sure. Well, remember, it's not going to count all the stuff that's happening right now. So we'll have to check this out in like 48 hours from now to see where we're at after this snow that's falling currently. So as you can see, believe it or not, well, Philly's about average. New York City's running about average, slightly above average. This The big winner still is this region. And then in Virginia, obviously this area here is doing pretty good. Upstate New York. The West is struggling. But this is January 8th, I guess. Well, it's not completely up to date, but it's more up to date than I thought it would be. Is Douglas, Georgia getting any snow today? Let's see. One second. It's weird. Why isn't it showing that? Douglas, Georgia. You could get some of this transitioning. You could get some of this transitioning into snow. You're still a little too warm, obviously. I don't know. By the time you transition, by the time that air gets below freezing, I don't know that this might not be out of there. You'll probably get some flakes falling. It's going to be tough to get accumulation. You're sitting at 42 degrees in that region. How does Iowa look for snow these next 2 weeks? Let's see. Here, let's compare some models. Let's just do this. Okay. The Euro likes some snow into Iowa over the next couple of weeks. Let's compare this to the GFS. I mean, the way that our jet is moving here and the way our jet is setting up, I don't think we're going to get any big snowstorm through the upper Midwest here, including Iowa. We're going to continue to see clipper snow just like you're going to get today. I don't think our jet's going to de-amplify way up here because you want your jet up here if you want a big snowstorm. You need a little bit. You need some warmer temperatures. I'm telling you right now, when you see something like this, Iowa, this cold, that below average, don't expect any big snowstorms in the short term. It's too cold. Same thing, 8 to 14 days. Maybe we get a little bit of a boundary that forms through here and we get a big snowstorm. Right through there. So, but yeah, the short not looking too cold, too cold. Could get some nice clipper snow though. Cairo, Georgia, getting snow because we have been issued a freeze warning. Well, all the precipitation's out now, so you can't get snow anymore. I think they got a little bit of snow just to your west. Did you guys get any flakes FL or no? What does the GFS say? 27 degrees Fahrenheit for a high in southeastern Georgia next weekend. I mean, it could be true. It's going to be very, very cold. The snowflakes here that are falling are so big, guys. Let's see if you guys can see it. Let's see. Oh, wait. No, you guys can't see it. The stupid screen. It's the screen. You can't see it. It doesn't do justice. All right, let's see. This is not in the middle. 1 second, guys. There we go. Are the 15-inch plus snow predictions for next weekend, Northern Illinois, real? No, do not believe snow totals that are next weekend. No one knows how much snow is going to fall next weekend. Too far. If we're still seeing that on Wednesday going into Thursday, we can talk about it seriously. I mean, we can talk about it now, but what model run were you looking at? Were we looking at like the 00Z GFS or something? Probably looking at this, yeah. No, can't confirm that yet. Do you think the storm for next weekend will go more north or south? Well, everyone's talking about next weekend storm. Or we're talking about this. Will it go more north or south? The latest Euro has that polar jet right in the same exact area as the GFS does on the 24th. Pretty good model agreement, I would say, at 140 hours out there. So I wouldn't be surprised if this snow did end up falling that far south. What does their Canadian have it at that time range as well? Let's see. Canadian as well. Look where our 540 line is. So, yeah. Snow down there is a realistic possibility next weekend. So how about next 24 to 48 hours driving from Northwest Illinois down to Florida? Not bad, just cold. Probably pretty cold and dry. Pretty cold and dry on that drive. These are the biggest snowflakes I've ever seen, I swear. Holy smokes, guys. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. All right. I actually want to get off and put together a whole video for you guys today. And I'm going to wait until the 12Z Euro's out, and then I want to put together a 10, 12-minute video talking about all the good stuff. Temperatures, snow, severe weather, everything for you guys. So let me just answer a bunch of quick questions, and I also want to start shoveling my driveway because it's going to be annoying if I don't do it now. So let me answer a bunch of quick questions, and then let me put out a video today and then get back on in live stream tonight. Do my evening live stream where I can live stream for an hour, hour and a half. Nancy, Kevin, Marissa, and I need I need some tea or something. My throat's hurting. My stomach's growling. I'm a mess. What does the DC region have in store? Let's see what the National Weather Service thinks for the DC region. Expected totals for DC. Expected totals. Maybe a dusting to a half an inch today. High end, if you get lucky, maybe you guys get an inch and a half of snow over the next 72 hours. Matthew, what's going on? Papa. What's going on, Matt? What's popping? What's cracking? What do you think the chance of New York City Tri-State getting snow in the next 10 days is? 100%. You guys are going to get snow later today and into tomorrow. Like 100%. 100. Guarantee you. I put my mortgage on it. When will there be snow and you guys could see actually like 2 more storms in the next 10 days. I'm not going to put my money on that, but you could actually. You can't say what are the chances of seeing snow over the next 10 days when it's going to snow 24 hours from now. That is within the next 10 days. That snows tomorrow. Like some of this is into tomorrow morning. That's tomorrow morning. Yeah, I think the odds that you get more snow, not counting the next 24 hours, I think the odds that you get more snow is like 80% in the mid-Atlantic over the next 10 days. Negative 20s in Minnesota next week? Yes. And we're not talking about wind chill. Just actual temperature. I think we could hit negative 20, negative 25. Yes. Yes. What temperature is it outside here right now? Let's see. What are we dealing with? It is, oh, it's a brisk 1 degree. Yeah, look at the lows. These are the actual lows, not feels like lows for Minneapolis over the next 10 days. Negative 4, negative 7, negative 6, 6.2, negative 15, negative 20, negative 11, negative 3. It's a good time with a high of negative 4. When will St. Louis see snow? Let me update this real quick. When will St. Louis see snow? Well, Doesn't show, you don't see any snow showing up here. I do think this is an opportunity as we get into the middle of this week. Again, I always look at where our 540 line is, where our Bear Clinic boundary is setting up. You could always get some precipitation forming there. You see how this begins to start to see some snow a little bit farther out east. Let's watch what happens during the week. You could get a little bit of snow. I'd say over the next, I wouldn't be surprised to see St. Louis get some snow over the next 7 days. We're not seeing a strong signal on any of these runs, but you've got your 540 line running through southern Missouri. So let's watch. It is possible. I know you don't see anything if you just push this forward, but we don't know where localized precipitation is going to fall that far out. Let me go to the Euro. How does the Euro read this out? 6 days. See, the Euro gives you some opportunities here. Let's go to the 12Z. There's 00Z Euro. And you see what happens. You see what happens right here next Sunday. This could end up being big snow for St. Louis if this line drops a little bit farther south. So anywhere where, again, you watch your 540 line where it's running. St. Louis could. We'll give you guys a 20% chance of seeing some nice snow here over the next 7 days. The last week of January, really going to be very extremely cold. Yes. With a possible East Coast snowstorm up the I-95 corridor. It's possible. It's possible. Speaking of a snowstorm up the I-95 corridor, let's take a look at our European ensemble real quick. Let's take a look at GFS ensemble. North America. Heights. I want to see what our NAO is doing. Look at this ridging. Alaskan ridging. You've got Greenland ridging. You've got Atlantic blocking. You've got a stream of moisture, energy coming off the Pacific. You're going to have a completely displaced and broken down tropospheric polar vortex. Yes, this could be a historic end of January if we get a little bit of if we get storm tracks, which you never know if we're going to get good storm tracks for us. But this again, the type of pattern could set up a major snowstorm for the east, for the plains. You're not supposed to see a bunch of red here. Let's just say it like that. All right, this is completely disrupting our tropospheric polar vortex, and it's the difference between our tropospheric and stratospheric polar vortex is when our tropospheric polar vortex gets disrupted, that cold air, that Arctic North Pole air immediately drops into the mid latitudes. It's not like the stratosphere. So this is a strong signal. Obviously, Greenland ridging helps the East Coast snow, and this helps with the Alaskan ridging helps give us a northwesterly downstream cold air flow right into the states. This is the ensemble too. This isn't a control run. We could probably see this on the Euro as well. Same thing. So the issue with this for, I would say, the upper Midwest, the Midwest, even the Ohio Valley in New England is we could be too cold for snow other than clipper snow. So this favors heavy snow actually a little bit farther south. Like I'd be watching like Oklahoma, portions of Missouri, Arkansas, Kentucky, Tennessee, maybe North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia. I'd 100% be watching that area with this type of setup at the end of January. I'm looking at like this area for a big snowstorm, not your typical, like up here. I think we're going to be too cold. I wouldn't even say that. Yeah, I would say with the warmth along the coast here, I'd say watch this area in particular, because this is where we're going to see our temperatures 28 to 34, 27 to 32, where you can get major snowstorms and deepening low pressures. I think we're going to be so cold up here. I think we're just going to be seeing clipper snow. This setup is very good for that region. Approximately how many stratospheric warming events have occurred this winter? We've only had one major one, which was the earliest one in recorded history or since the satellite era, since the 60s. We've had a disrupted stratospheric polar vortex multiple times. It's disrupted right now. But like talking about a major SSW, just the November one. But look what's going on right now. How long does that warm air hold? I mean, we've got this thing. This is a pretty decent. Let's look at our stratospheric polar vortex winds. we could have another break ahead. I mean, we're still below average. Our winds are still running slow in the stratosphere. These models are hinting at a possible reversal or stratospheric or another major SSW for the beginning of February, maybe in the first couple of weeks. That would obviously signal very, 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 or potentially kind of major Arctic blast towards the end of February, but nothing too crazy happening right now. You fly back to college in Wisconsin this week. It's going to be cold. We're going to have some... I wonder... let me actually take a look at that, too. Let's take a look. Are we setting any records here? Let's take a look at our max daily records. Let me see here. Let's look at our minimum daily records. Maybe out there in Appalachia. Asheville could set an all-time cold record getting into Tuesday. This has got to be close to tying. These are actual low temps. And they're like, nope, not even a daily record. That's crazy. Will there be snow in Baltimore? Possibly. Right now, the National Weather Service, over the next 72 hours, on the high end, gives Baltimore a chance of seeing 1.5 inches of snow. And they expect you to see about a half inch. So, yeah, and I mean, moving ahead here, let's just take a look. Last thing here, I want to make a video for you guys, and I want to do some shoveling and other stuff today. I got to eat, but I'm going to live stream this evening for 1 to 2 hours, and I'm going to put out a video today for you guys. So let's take a look at our ensemble here. Okay. Euro ensembles love snow back into the Midwest, upper Midwest, Midwest, Great Lakes region. They look at that confidence in Philly and New York City snow, heavy snow on the ensembles. Look at this. This is not a control run. Oh wait, am I in the control run? Maybe I am. Let's go to the ensemble. I was gonna say that's too aggressive. Here, let's go to 12Z. Maybe I'm not. Okay. Wow, that's even more aggressive. Holy crap. Let me switch to... Yeah, okay, look at that. Look at this confidence up here. Philly, New York City, Boston, D.C. I mean, this is really nice to see on the ensembles. Getting some pretty dark grays down pretty far to the south here as well, as you can see. We haven't been seeing much of this. So, and then going into the GFS... Look at the area again up here that I'm not used to seeing this level of confidence in. So pretty nice for you guys. Not too bad across the plains as well. Sea Sage, approximately how many? Oh wait, I already answered that. Northeast seeing well above average snow on the models. Yes. True, nigga, Marissa, Kevin, I appreciate you guys. Nancy. All right, guys. Sorry, I need to get some food. I am so tired. I'm going to get some food, put together a video. I'll be live streaming again later. I'll try to go over everything in my video today. And I think we're going to have the Euro starting to load in here, the 12Z Euro, which will be good. So, and obviously be aware of what's going on out here right now. Some snow moving through portions of coastal New England, mid-Atlantic, upstate New York, Hudson Valley. Could get a little bit of snow falling through portions of North Carolina, South Carolina here as your temperatures drop, and Virginia. We need those temperatures to drop a little bit quicker. We do still have a blizzard warning and a blizzard mesoscale discussion up here. North Dakota, western Minnesota, portions of northeastern South Dakota, mainly to do with how strong the winds are up there. Temperatures. The snow shouldn't be too heavy, but... All right, I'll be back on later and posting a video. See you guys.